mini session with Stephanie, and this is from Bliss Travelers International. So what we're doing today, Stephanie, is I'm going to ask you a few questions. It's a mini session, so you'll get your full session later for doing this, so I appreciate that. And we're going to ask you a few questions, then I'm going to actually ask you to relax, and we're going to go into a quantum imprinting session. So it's kind of like a hypnosis, but you're not going to lose consciousness or anything like that.
Okay.
I'll get you deep. And then what I'm going to do is we'll do a transformational coaching mini session, and we'll just go through maybe one goal that you want to work on, and we'll go through that. So first of all, I just want to ask you a few questions before we start the quantum imprinting session. What barriers have you thought lately? Well, I'll talk about one goal, a specific goal, but do you feel like there's anything in your life you want to change right now?
Yes, there's a few things.
What are they?
Basically all my bad habits with addiction.
Okay, so addiction.
Yeah.
And so is that one thing that we could just kind of go in and kind of feel it? And if you could feel...
This is like the biggest thing that I can think of right now that would make a huge difference if I could change that.
Okay. And if you saw your perfect life, and I just want to kind of go there because as we go into the session, I'm going to have you visualize, what would it look like? Do you have any kind of ideas on that? It doesn't have to be anything perfect, but a few changes that would be positive that you want to see yourself doing. Let me put it this way before you think. Pretend you're going to hop into somebody else's body. You're an actress and you're taking on a role. What would that role be? What would it look like if you were in a movie? What would your life as a movie look
like? I think I would have like all my family super close around me, even though they are alive and they are somehow connected with me. I think I would change to that. I'd be able to visit at least my family in California more often, or have my own house so that I can have everybody over, once a year, and have that thing I always wanted growing up, which was basically just a family in a home, and not just like me and the other person, but have siblings and have, I want to be married someday and have kids. So I really am, it's my dream. I want to have.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, hold on to that right now. Now, I want you to kind of get in a comfortable position.
Okay.
Just like it could be there, because you're going to close your eyes. And I'm going to do a shorter version, so I'm not going to take you real deep today on this quantum imprinting journey that we're going on. But normally I would take you down deeper, but for time's sake and for the purpose, we'll do that session later, and we'll work on some of the things, okay? So take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, think and say the number to yourself, 3, 3, 3.
3.
And as you take a deep breath in, just think of the number as you breathe out, 2, 2, 2.
2, 2.
And then one more time, take a deep breath in and think of the number 1, 1, 1. Now I want you to relax, and I want you to imagine a white light going above your head, and it feels like bliss, almost a warm light that envelops your body. And as it moves down, it's going to start at the top crown, right at the crown, and it's going to move down, and your forehead's going to feel relaxed. As that light, that warm, relaxing light goes down to your cheeks and your jawline and your throat, you're going to feel more and more relaxed, deeper and deeper. And as you move down into your throat and chest and shoulders and back, you'll feel the light just radiating through, and you'll go deeper and deeper still. And it'll go through your stomach, abdomen, and you feel more and more relaxed. It'll go through your hips and your thighs, all the way down to your calves, and to the very, very tip of your toes. You'll feel more and more relaxed. And as you get this relaxed feeling, you'll see a staircase, and it has 10 stairs. And as you see the stairs, it's kind of a garden setting, so it can be stone steps or wood steps, but it's in a garden, kind of foresty, beautiful setting. You could hear the trees rustle, and you feel so much at peace. And you take step 10, and you go down to step 9, and you feel more and more relaxed. Step 8, you go deeper and deeper, down to step 7 and 6, feeling more and more at bliss. Taking deep breaths as you go down, noticing the scenery. You're at step 5 and 4, down to step 3, 2, and finally at step 1. And at the end of a hallway, it's kind of like a garden path, kind of luminescent, different colors. They almost radiate through the flowers and the trees. You see a door. It's a big wooden door, and it has a brass handle on it. And it says alternate self of Stephanie. It's an alternate universe. And you're going to open the door outwards. So you step up to the door and you open the door outwards. And as you move through the door, you step onto a new plane, and it's your highest self, your most best self. It's Stephanie's alternate world. It's an alternate quantum reality. And you see this girl approach you, and she's beautiful and happy, and she's coming from a house. And you introduce yourself to her, and she says hello, and you're like so happy. You feel this love, immediate love, coming through every cell of your body, and you're like, hi, and it's you, and you're like, where'd you get this house? What's going on in your life? How did you do this? And the alternate Stephanie says, I just took one step at a time. I believed that I could do this. And you go, what's going on in your life? And she says, I have my family around me. It's so beautiful. They're all sitting together, like out. You could see them in the garden. You're kind of having a private conversation, but your whole family's there. You're able to travel. And you ask Stephanie, how were you able to do that? She says, I took just a plan. I just started planning my life, whether it be school or however. She just tells you, she kind of radiates this knowingness of you can do it. You can do anything you want. I did it. And she has a husband, and he's wonderful. And she has like this crazy lifestyle where she could fly to California when she wants, she tells you. And she tells you that this family is just so awesome. She can feel it. Like, you feel her love, and you feel her support, and you feel her encouragement. And she does this almost like by osmosis, that she's transmuting this energy to you. And she goes, there's so much more I want to show you. I want to show you the inside of the house. I want you to sit down with the family and talk to them. I want you to see the plane trips that I took to California and to Peru and to different places like that. And all the traveling I got to do, and my husband. I want to show you just that whole feeling, but we don't have the time right now, so I'm going to make an appointment with you. And we're going to come back here, and I'm going to tell you all about it. But in the meantime, she gives you some Bliss tea, and she gives you a basket to take with you. And you take the basket, and you hug her, and you're so grateful. You could feel it, like her energy. You could feel that she doesn't have any addictions. And so your last question to her is, how do you not have addictions? And she says, I just didn't even see that in my reality. It left my cells. So she gives you this basket, and she transmutes to your cells and into your body. And every time you look at this basket in your mind, you know that you don't have to be addicted to anything, that you're able to do whatever you want and make your conscious choices. You can have fun, and there's no addiction in your cellular memory. So as she gives you this basket, you thank her, and you say goodbye, and you hug her warmly, and you come back. And you step back into the doorway, feeling like crying. You're so grateful. It's so beautiful. You can't even believe that happened. And you take this basket, and you close the door. You almost don't want to leave because it's so awesome to see your family. You're like, I don't want to go because I want to see my family. But you'll get to see them because this is all real for you. And you take that basket, and you come back to that path, and you go up stair 1, and you're going to feel better and better. When you get to step 10, you're going to go up higher and higher. You're going to be more and more awake. 9, 8. Step 7. Actually, reverse that. Step 1. Step 2. We're stepping up now. Step 3. Step 4. When you get to step 10, you'll be wide awake, feeling great, feeling better than before. Step 5. 6. Step 7. Every cell in your body is radiating with peace, love, and you have a new enthusiasm for life. 8.